it's like sitting down at a table and having one extra piece of toast every day compared to your normal diet, and you don't all of a sudden get up and everybody says after the one, and they say, "My God, you look fat. You better give up that piece of toast." But if you keep taking in a couple hundred calories more than you're burning, every day over a long period of time, you wake up someday and you find out you're in the kind of shape you wish you hadn't been in. And we're the richest country in the world. We've got lots of assets to trade. The rest of the world's happy to take them. They're happy to take our IOUs. They're not quite as happy as they used to be, which is why you've seen a declining dollar. And we're not going to shake the habit of consuming more than we produce. And it's a very tough problem in a democracy. It's about $2 billion a day.
Let's think about what you just said. I mean, if in the end we can wake up one day in a terrible place, then you just said we're not likely to shake the habit. This is a forecast for doom.
Well, it isn't doom.
What is it then, if in fact...
Well, it's just a forecast for transferring a good bit of the ownership of your country
to other places.
To other places, and then your children and your grandchildren essentially having to spend some of the time that they work every day, every week, to service the debts that you incurred a long time earlier. If it's just a budget deficit in the United States, the debt you paid becomes the other guy's income. But when you're actually transferring to the rest of the world, now you live less well than you would otherwise.
In addition to that, to pay the cost of servicing that.
That's right.
The companies are going to shift production overseas.
Well, it's hard to tell all the ramifications, but the one thing that's happened is that we always have owned more of the rest of the world than the world has owned of us. And since 1915, almost 100 years ago, they've always paid us more because we've owned these assets there than we've had to pay them. That has just turned, and then it will start growing.
In 2006, it turned negative.
It turned negative, and it will get more negative. Yeah, in effect, we have been somebody like somebody with a savings account. We've used up our savings account to consume, and now we're using our credit card. And the interest charges haven't gotten big on the credit card yet. But if we keep using our credit card long enough, we start paying vigorish on vigorish, and after a while, that you start noticing it. But it happens slowly. And anything that happens slowly that's negative for the long-term consequences in a democracy is very tough for government